This is Southern Cross Austereo News.
It's 7 o'clock. Good morning. I'm Scott Mayman. Police are appealing for witnesses after a Brisbane teenager fell to her death during Schoolies celebrations on the Gold Coast. Reporter Amelia Burney is there.
The tense mood hangs in the air here at the Chevron Renaissance Hotel. Directly across the road, 4 boys sit with their heads in their hands, united in the grief that's rocked the Schoolies community. Not even 12 hours ago, a 17-year-old girl from Brisbane fell 22 stories to her death. Some witnesses saying they saw her fall onto the pool deck. With hundreds of guests evacuated, it ignited a scene of panic. One schoolie describing it as scary as hell, frightened about who the victim could have been. It's a massive blow to the Gold Coast community, which saw 3 balcony deaths last month, reigniting calls to lock all balconies during festivities. Amelia Burney, Chevron Renaissance Hotel, Gold Coast.
Colourful mining magnate Clive Palmer has quit the Liberal National Party. The decision was due to be made today about whether to throw him out of the party after recent attacks on Premier Campbell Newman. Palmer says he received a letter last night telling him he'd been reinstated, but instead he's decided to quit anyway. A former equity partner at a law firm where Prime Minister Julia Gillard used to work has come forward to speak about her involvement in a union slush fund. Ms Gillard resigned from Slater & Gordon in the 1990s after admitting to help set up the fund, but she denies she knew it was being used to misappropriate union funds. Nick Stein-Brown has told 7:30 it was unusual that Ms Gillard didn't open a file on legal work performed for her then-boyfriend Bruce Wilson, a union official. Mr Stein-Brown says he was concerned that fees had been waived for the work being done.
Then there was the question of her involvement in the purchase of the Kerr Street property and the fact that she had understood that a tenant of the property was to be her then boyfriend Mr Wilson, and that was a relationship which had never been disclosed to me. I did not find out about it until August of 1995.
Brisbane's Lord Mayor Graham Quirk is set to release the draft new city plan this morning. The plan will guide development and growth in the city over the next 20 years. People in the Gaza Strip are using the first full day of a ceasefire with Israel to clear rubble from buildings damaged during Israeli reprisal attacks. The ceasefire was agreed on Wednesday and appears to be holding, with Israelis also expressing relief. It's 7
Updating sport for Crimsafe. Beat more burglars with the only mesh that's screw clamped.
And Australia's in control of the second cricket test against South Africa in Adelaide. Had stumps last night. Australia was 5 for 482. Skipper Michael Clarke not out 224, the highest score in one day's play on home soil since Sir Don Bradman in 1931. It's also Clarke's 4th double century this calendar year. He says he's happy to be in good form.
Look, it's really nice to be making runs, and I guess the downside to this great game is when you're not, you find it really hard to find your next run, and that happens through your career, and that's happened a lot for me.
Dave Warner made 119, Mike Hussey 103. AFL clubs have wrapped up a busy night of trade at the National Draft on the Gold Coast. The Brisbane Lions have selected Sam Mays at pick number 7. Drew Mitchell returns to the Wallabies starting team against Italy this weekend. He comes in for Digby Ioane, who's still suffering a knee injury. Mitchell himself has been battling injuries for the past 2 years. And in basketball, the Cairns Taipans take on the Sydney Kings tonight in round 8 of the NBL. That's the latest in news and sport. And a look at the early figures now. Gold is on $1,729.05 an ounce. Oil is down 26 cents to $87.12 US a barrel. Wall Street is closed for Thanksgiving, and $1 Australian dollar will still buy $1.03 US.
89.7 The Fish Pond Radio weather update.
Good morning, I'm Manu with the weather forecast for Surfers Paradise. The weather will be partly cloudy with a shower or two, light to moderated east to northeasterly winds, a top of 27 today. Now the weather for the weekend. Saturday will be a shower or two, maximum of 26. Sunday will be mostly fine, possible shower in the evening, maximum of 27. Currently here at Thornton Tower it is 25 degrees with a southerly breeze. The current humidity is 65% and the air pressure is 1021.9 HPA. Now you're up to date with the weather forecast for Surfers Paradise with thanks to Regent Taxis. Call them on 131 008 for your next booking.